Okay, hi there. Today I wanted to talk to you about how to help someone with an eating disorder. And yeah, the truth is, this is a really hard video to make because it's different for every individual. And the best thing you can do is when someone is ready to talk to you, slash, if someone is ready to talk to you who you know is affected by the disorder, go up to them and ask them, are there any things I can do to help you, to make things easier for you during mealtime or after mealtime or before mealtime? Is there any things that especially trigger you that you don't want me to talk about? Like, for example, for me personally, I tell people who are close to me that, or like I try to tell people that are close to me, that it's triggering for me when they talk about weight or dieting in front of me. Because those are two things that have always really triggered me and my disorder. And especially when people start talking about them during meal times, that can literally lead to me not finishing a meal because I'm like, I'm done with this. This is too much. This triggers me so much. I don't want to eat anymore. Like, that's literally what it can lead to for me. So I try to tell people to avoid those topics when they're interested in helping me. Yeah, basically just go up to the person and ask what is helpful for you, what is not helpful. But I think as a general rule of thumb, we can say that talk about dieting, laxatives, diet culture, and clean foods, and better foods for you, and weight loss, talking about eating disorders while eating can also be very unhelpful. And or talking about your own disordered behavior, because there's a difference between eating disorders and disordered eating, which I will make a video about. Try to be sensitive, try to read up a lot on the topic. I can recommend a really great book to you, which you can read if you know someone who is suffering and you want to help them. Skill-based, caring for a loved one with an eating disorder, a new Maudsley method, 2nd edition. It looks like this. And it's a very, very helpful book that has helped many people in my life who want to support me while going through this illness. And because it educates you, it gives you insight into the person's mind, like into the ill person's mind, really informs you about so many different things, and like also about yourself, how you've been dealing with the illness till now, if you knew about it. And like, for example, if you're a close family member and you're living with your daughter or your son who has an eating disorder, and it just gives you like different, like it gives you those funny animal metaphors, which basically give you insight in how you've been behaving, and like it gives you several types, and you can choose like read them and like what the characteristics of each type are, and then find out like which one you behaved. And then it also lists like what is helpful, what is unhelpful about those animal characteristics and metaphors. I mean, yeah, what you can also do is like a good tip is not to pressure someone into getting help, because that's just gonna go backwards, bring them right back into the hole where they came from and make them hide from you. So try not to pressure someone unless it's really about life or death, and you have like for example, you're a grown-up and you have a teen you're taking care of, then, and they are not being insightful, they're not getting help, they're totally being like fighting with arms and legs against any help you offer or therapy offers, and it's about life or death, then I would consider forcing someone into treatment, or even before that, because basically the sooner you get help for an eating disorder, the more likely you are to recover fully. And so the longer you've been suffering, the harder it will get to recover. And it's also important to know that like eating disorders, like recovery from an eating disorder takes about up to 6 years to fully recover, like on average. And it can be shorter, it can also be very much longer. So it always depends on you and your mental state. And your circumstances also, of course, because that plays a huge role in eating disorders as well. And yeah, there's so many factors that influence you getting better or getting worse, and it's really worth going to therapy and having a look at all of those. because that can really speed up your whole recovery process. If you find certain knots in your life that you want to untangle rather sooner than later, that might be really helpful for your recovery. That's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching.